YouTube channel. My name is Roxanne. I'm also known as the Tiny Taster, and today's recipe is a fantastic Parsi style dessert called Ravo. Now this dessert is super easy. I mean, it comes together in minutes. It's very similar to, like, say, a Sheera because the ingredients are so similar, but we give it our own little Parsi twist with a couple of special ingredients. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you liked it. And of course, share the video with all your friends. If you really like it, then maybe you can hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. It helps the channel, it helps the algorithm. But most importantly, you will get notified every time I put up a new video. And you can also see all the old videos in the past. So I hope you enjoy this video. Without further ado, let's get cooking.
For this recipe, you're going to need half a cup of semolina or Sooji. You'll need half a cup of sugar. You're going to need a whole liter of milk. This is just a jug over here, but you'll need a whole liter. You're going to need some lovely cardamom powder and grated nutmeg or nutmeg powder, vanilla essence, some ghee, and some chopped nuts. I've used pistachio and almond. You could use raisins and charoli. I don't like it, but that's quite traditional. Add about a teaspoon or two of ghee to a nice thick bottom pan, and once it's heated up, you will add in your chopped nuts and just toss them about till they fry a little bit and soak up all that lovely ghee flavor for about, say, 2 minutes. As I mentioned, you could use any nuts that you like. A lot of people traditionally use raisin and charoli and even some cashews. I personally like almonds and pistachios. I just cut them in slivers. And then once this has cooked nicely for about 2-3 minutes and, soaked up all that ghee, you just keep it aside and leave this for your garnish. Now I'm using the same thick bottomed pan. You will see leftover residual bits and some ghee. That's perfectly fine. You just add some more to it. I've added about 2 more teaspoons of ghee. And to this you will add in your cup of semolina or rava. And you will just cook this about and mix it till it becomes like little breadcrumbs. You might need to add a little bit more ghee if it's still dry, so please go ahead and do that. You just want to make sure that all the ghee and the rava or the semolina has coated completely and they look like little crumbly bits in your pan. Once this is cooked, you're going to add in half your amount of milk. Actually, you could add in the whole amount. You could add in maybe a bit at a time. I like to do it a bit at a time. I like to do it in 2 halves. So at this point, I've just put half of it, and then you quickly keep stirring. And you have to continuously stir because once you add the milk, you want to get rid of all those lumps that the semolina or rava tend to form. So just keep mixing this, and now is a little bit of patience that you need because you will keep mixing this till you get rid of all those lumps and you see that the milk starts to combine and mix together with the semolina. Add in your cup of sugar and keep mixing it completely. You will notice that the rava tends to soak up all the milk. So once you start seeing it drying out, you add in the rest of the milk and just keep stirring it and cooking it. I've only used a cup of sugar, but if you feel like you could taste it a little bit at this stage, if you like it sweeter, please go ahead and add more. I'm always a little bit cautious when it comes to how much sugar that I tend to add in. So keep mixing it, scrape down the sides if it's spreading too much, and as you're mixing it, you'll notice it starts to slowly thicken and come together. Add in your teaspoon of vanilla essence and your cardamom powder and grated nutmeg. The flavor really to any Parsi dessert comes from cardamom and nutmeg. It's like a little signature for us. Of course, you could add in things like saffron, but then it wouldn't be a traditional typical Parsi dish. This is what we do, and you just keep mixing it in till you start noticing that now this is really starting to thicken up. I would suggest that at this stage is when you would turn your flame off and transfer this into a serving bowl. If you want it a little bit thicker in consistency, then keep cooking it till it starts coming to a bit of a boil, and then you'll notice it starts to pull back. If you just scrape the spoon through, you'll notice there is a bit of resistance. This is definitely when your rava is done. You turn the flame off and start to plate it in your serving dish. Now this starts thickening so quickly as soon as you turn the flame off that if you wait too long like I did, you'll notice this is almost like it's coming to a porridge like consistency. I don't have a problem with this, but if you want it looser, add a little bit more milk, and then when you notice it starts to thicken up again, quickly turn it off and plate it. So my rava is in my serving dish. I've just made a small portion for this video, but the recipe ingredients will give you more. You top it up with your chopped nuts, just add them to the top. And while you can definitely eat this hot, I would not recommend that. We like to cool it and then chill it in the refrigerator for a little bit and then serve it as a wonderful, auspicious little dessert. So you can play around with the texture, you could make it thicker like I have, or you could thin it out, just take it off the flame quicker or add a little bit more milk, play around with it and get the best rava that you like. So I hope you like this. This is pretty much it.
So that's really it. This is my easy peasy Parsi style ravo. It's wonderful. You can serve it hot or cold. Both work really well. I'm going to leave a link in the description box to a detailed blog post that has the whole recipe and all the ingredients and everything that you might need. Hope you like this video. Give it a big fat like, subscribe, share, comment, and I will see you in the next one.